host, Nick Nielsen, but we all know that'll change in the next 10 minutes. Right now we're continuing our interview series, and for that I have Travis here to join me. So Travis, thank you for joining me today.
You're very welcome.
First things first, what program are you here at the college?
I'm in criminal justice policing diploma.
Okay, and what is it that's attracted you to the CJ program?
So, growing up, I grew up in a really small town with a lot of like RCMP influence. And I decided I wanted to become an RCMP, but I was only 18 at the time. So I heard about this really great program that was happening at Lethbridge College, and it's been going on for years and years. So I decided I'd join it and just get some experience under my belt, as well as get some age and have some fun straight out of high school.
Awesome. So you said you're interested in the RCMP?
Yep.
So where would you want to be dispatched if you could choose?
Right now I'm kind of thinking either, because they give you a top choice of 3 different provinces or territories, and the one I'd kind of actually want to go to first is the Northwest Territories, because there's more trees than there are people, rather than, like, I'm a southern Alberta boy, I grew up around the fields, there's like no trees around here unless they've been planted by people, so I think it'd be kind of neat to go up there, and it's a way different atmosphere up there, the people are way different, and they have a whole different culture from all of us. So.
Awesome. You said you came from a small town, so whereabouts is that?
Rosemary, Alberta.
Okay, I think I've actually passed through there.
Oh, that's actually pretty neat.
Yeah. It's, so what is it, would you have fond memories back home from Rosemary, or?
I have a lot of fond memories, just because whenever I go home, I'll always go into the high school and visit with the teachers, just because they're such a big influence on my character. Considering that it's Rosemary and you've passed through, you've seen how small it is. My elementary school was my junior high school and was my high school. So I graduated with 25 kids in my class, and that was the biggest class in years to come through Rosemary, and 18 of those 25 I've been going to school with every year consecutively since kindergarten. So we were really tight-knit, and being able to catch up with all those guys is really fun once I go home.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I graduated at 24. You said that you had some teachers who were some great role models to you. Can you talk about one of them?
Yeah, the first one would be Kathy Clark. She wasn't exactly a teacher, but she was a teacher's aide. But she was just one of those really bubbly personalities, and she took care of us in school and out of school. She always made sure that we were getting good grades. If we needed any help, we could go over and be with her, and she could help us study. Even more personally for me, she had a son. She was a single mother, and he was about 12, 13 years old. He played hockey, and so do I. So I would take him over to the arena when she'd be having like a lot of stress or a lot of like work that she'd have to do for the school, and I'd take him out and we'd play hockey at the arena and tire him out, and then send him home and he'd go straight to bed. So there was an in-school relationship and an out-of-school relationship, which was really cool. She was basically a second mother to all of us, and our great person. So.
That's amazing. I see, you said you played hockey, and I see you're also wearing a badminton sweater. So what other kind of sports were you interested in?
Hockey was my main. I have been playing and skating since I was 3, and I'm still playing now. Since I played hockey, that goes from basically August all the way up until March-ish, April. So I didn't get to play volleyball, basketball, any of those sports, but badminton, I did get to play because that was my cool-down sport, but I guess it kind of turned out that me and my mixed doubles partner, it was also her cool-down sport because she did figure skating, and we just got into it to have some fun, and we ended up going to provincials a few times, so that was pretty cool.
What was your best result at provincials?
Third. Third, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. A lot of the schools that we played against had been practicing all year long. That was their main sport, and they'd ask us, well, like, how many tournaments have you been to? We said, well, Zones was the first one, and Provincials is the second, so I guess they were pretty amazed by that, especially from a tiny little high school with like probably less than 50 kids in the entire high school.
Oh, really? Yeah. Do you have a particular favorite memory from any of your sports?
When I was in grade 6, that was about the age that I started to learn how to take a good slap shot. My dad would come out onto the ice, and he wouldn't come out often because he worked a lot, but he was able to come out and teach me how to take a good slap shot, take a proper one. And the first game after he'd taken me out onto the ice just in Rosemary to teach me how to take a slap shot, I had a breakaway and I was a defenseman and I like to go like end-to-end rushes and I skate through everybody. And it was just me and the goalie and I was skating up and everyone wants you to like kind of stick handle and shoot through the goalie, but I wound up at the hash marks and took a slap shot and everyone was freaking out and my dad was like, oh, just watch this, and basically sniped it top left corner, so it's pretty fun.
That's awesome.
That's my best memory in hockey. So.
Nothing like winding up 2 feet in front of the goal and blasting it by.
Take it to yard for no shot.
Exactly. So you said your dad was someone who came out and helped you with hockey. And is there anything that you can still, that he taught you that still influences you today?
He was big into his slap shots. He played as a left wing when he played back in the day, but he was a smaller guy, so he knew how to skate fast, and he knew how to take hits as well as give them out when the opportunity presented himself. He would actually come out with me on the ice after I learned how to take slap shots. Then we got to the age that we could be like, it was Pee-wee, so you could hit, and that was legal in hockey and everything. But he would take me out and would tell me, he's like, you're not allowed to go anywhere but drive down the boards between me and the boards. And every time I'd do it, he'd hit me, knock me over, get me ready for, a little bit of tough love for sure. He'd hit me, knock me down, and then tell me to do it again and do it again until I could barely skate. So taught me how to take a hit, and then he would even do it a little bit where he'd drive down the boards between me and the boards, and then I'd try and hit him and just stiff arm me and push me over. So good.
Okay, I'm being signaled here that that's all the time we have, so thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Travis, for joining me.
No problem.
Stay tuned, we have another interview coming up with someone else.